Boy, we were happy to get rid of those dogs. And that was up in Whidbey Island. It was near the end of the war. By this time, I was down in the Atlantic chasing U-boats around. And this comes up. They needed this for a special assignment. And we sent to Attu and Kodiak. Get as many planes as they could on them. And these are all brand new 4-engine patrol bombers. And one with a big tail, you probably saw them around coming out of Moffett. One with a big tail and a little stinger on it and stuff. Anyway, so then there are a bunch of them down in Tinian and Saipan and some other pan. And we were going to crisscross. We were going to saturation bomb Japan. That meant we go and just put the salvo on, and when you yank it, all bombs go, and you get the hell out of there. Because they're heavy, you know, and they slow you down. So we found that guys who go to conventional bombing, they go hit a target, they turn around, you know, and go back to the base. Well, while they're turning there, they're duck soup, you know, that's where they lost a lot. So we come on, we fool them and just keep going. The other guys, we crisscross. We go to Saipan, and they go to Attu. And next we go to Attu, and they go to Saipan, back again, you know, reload. Next day, we were just going to saturation bomb, level Japan, and that was before the atomic bombs. So there were many civilians, many thousands of civilians, all sizes and genders, would have been wiped out had we done it, because we were going to go hit all areas. We weren't going to spare anything. Saturation bomb means you bomb everything in that area. It's solid. Doesn't matter who or what it is. And that's what we were going to do. And I was going to be a part of it. And then the atomic things, of course, went and that ended that.
Yeah. Well, wait, you got to go back to the 7th, though. You jumped to the end of the war.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Got on to Yeoman's and jumped at the end of the war.
Yeah, well, I kind of seemed to trail on, you know.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what seemed to me was so chaotic. Where did you spend the night that night?
That night, I don't think I slept much. I think I slept on the cement. I just crapped out. Yeah, I was so tired. I didn't care where I was. I just boom went out. And you know, that was it. Things started to get a little better in a couple of weeks, but it took a while. It seemed that every guy who could get his hand on a pistol was carrying a pistol around. And so my boss, this commander, he said he wanted me to check him out. So we had a little, at the end of the runway, it's still there, I think. I think it was. I think I saw it. It's a depressed area. Deep bullets flying low. Don't go up and hit the planes. You know, come off. But that's the way I didn't set it up that way. The other way, we would have hit all the officers' quarters. So they said firing this way. Anyhow, he put me on there to check everybody out. Because things were still chaotic, and we still were convinced the Japs were going to make a landing, attack us again, and this time make a landing with it. So everybody's a little edgy. It's quite edgy, some people. And then this one guy came in. I was to go out and set up a program. Everybody, this was from Nimitz, I think. Everybody in the fleet would not carry a pistol until they checked out. So I had all these guys coming in from the ships and everything, coming in. You know, most of them were pretty good. And I told some, I gave a few pointers, a little better. And I signed a certificate for them, and they're okay. And one time, I remember one chief came in. He was a salty guy. He had that thing slung like a gunslinger, you know, down low, instead of normally up high. And he had it down there. And he comes in, I said, what's this? I'm about to check it out. You know, something like that. Give me a little rattle. So I said, okay, there's the target. They're 30 yards. Go ahead. And a big target, you know. Just the bullseye was not that far, you know. He missed that thing entirely. He didn't come close to it. He was out there, started shaking and everything else. Boom! He plowed up the coral dust halfway, you know, 15 yards down. And I thought he's going to get real wild. He was shaking that thing. So I told him, use 2 hands on it then. Yeah, he's going. He never had fired, maybe way back someday. But he was so nervous. And I said, that's enough. Put the gun down. And I said, that's it. He said, well, where's my certificate? I said, you don't get one. I said, you're dangerous to yourself and everybody around you. You're why Admiral Nimitz wanted this done in the first place. He didn't believe everybody knew how to shoot those things, handle them. Well, he's mad in hell. Well, I'll get you. What's that? You know, I said, well, if he reaches for that gun, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll get a gun too. Anyway, so I told him, I said, look, if you got time, come back tonight. I'll show you how. It won't take half hour. I'll have you shooting good. No. He didn't show up.
Oh.
But he didn't get his certification. He didn't carry. He never carried a cannon anymore.
So were you there? I guess some planes came in from the Enterprise.
Yeah.
Were you there for that?
Yeah, I saw that. That one fighter he's just about on the runway, and it said, "Hold your fire, friendly planes. Hold your fire, friendly planes." Word was passed all up and down the line. He just levels off, ready to land. I think it was F-4F, a fighter, you know, and he comes down there. Some idiot starts firing, so all hell breaks loose, you know. Everybody, geez, everything they're firing, they don't know what they're firing, but everybody was firing. You know, everybody's so trigger happy. But I saw that guy. They shot him down. He killed him. It's too bad.
You saw it happen, huh?
Yeah,
Oh.
and I understand some there. We didn't know then, but I don't know if any more tried to land on Fort Island or where they tried, but they said they got a total of 6, I think. I don't know why they sent them in. What was the point of sending them in? They could send them back to carrier, you know. That was not too smart. Not too smart. I don't think I'd have done that. Of course, I don't know. You know, big ops officer, you know, you have to make that decision, and it was a bad one, as it turns out. So then I got on the assigned to the VB6 on the Enterprise, and I went out. That was about I think the end of January. I'm not sure, somewhere in there, and we were out about 3 weeks. Back again. We were down Macon Island somewhere down in there and back, and helping soften up some of the landings down there too. They wanted to get like, I forget, in the Gilberts, you know. But those Japanese had so many years to fortify that area. Their bunkers were so thick, just really bad, too thick for, you know, shells would just bounce off, you know. Yeah. And so as soon as the guys were coming in, boom, they get all this return fire, which they didn't expect. So those landings were pretty bloody. And we would come in, and our guys go in and, you know, machine gun, the fighters go through and strafe what they could, but there was very little effectiveness. The thing that worked best were flamethrowers. They got in the bunkers, you know, penetrated. It didn't matter how thick they were. They all had openings, you know, low slits over there. They could just put their fire in there, and that really very effective. We didn't have that many, of course, unfortunately. Remember, we dropped some napalm bombs too. I was an ordnance. My primary function was bomb loading airplanes, and we loaded every kind of thing, even torpedoes. But the torpedo deal was lousy, and Midway finally showed that. You know, as we talked about, that was the last of the torpedo bombers. And they had better ones than even then, the TBFs. And then they called them TBS, some called them TBMs. But they were franchised to Martin. Martin built a lot of them, but the design was Grumman. And so the F is for Grumman, GM was for General Motors, yeah.
Oh, General Motors.
Yeah.
So, okay, so on the Enterprise, your job was to load the ordnances?
Yeah.
And so what was life like on the Enterprise? I know it's war and everything, but...
Well, at that time, you're young enough.
5,000 guys on the...
Yeah, oh, it was a mess. A guy says, were you on the Enterprise? Well, did you know Joe Blow? I said, hell no, I didn't know
You
Joe.
know Carl Marble?
Yeah.
He was your supply guy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he was on my watch, yeah. So, no, we didn't know many. It was just kind of, to me, it was an existence, you know. And it was, and I wanted to fly all the time. I got on there, and I thought, well, what's my crew assignment, you know? I didn't have one. I was a bomber, a rotor hustler. You're on the flight deck, but you're not in an airplane. And I said, I didn't like this. And this is an aside, but as it turns out, some idiot back in Washington decided all the rear gunners would be radiomen. See, because the radios in there. Well, we had about 90% radio silence. You know, and I said, I go to the pilots. I said, you need me, not that guy. I said, I can do about 12 words a minute. Well, he can do 25. I said, what the hell? What the difference does it make? I'll just send shorter messages the same amount of time. I tried that, didn't work. So I said, you know, I'll challenge any of them to strip that machine gun and get it working again when it jams. I said, they won't know what to do. Now you're out of business. You have no protection back there. And so I got some work, but I never got a designated air crewman position. I was ordnance. I was good at that too. So, you know, I was good at what I did, I think. Except that's another story. I was in Bloody Barren Field as a cadet. They call it Bloody Barren because there were having so many crashes. And when you crashed there, it was bloody. You know. And so I got through there. I got out by carrier qualification, went up to Great Lakes and Gunview, and there was a ship. Well, it was a Wolverine. It was, I think it was it was a paddle wheeler, and so it made enough speed with the wind and that, got enough over that deck for SNJ. At that time, that was an advanced trainer, which we flew in advance, our last syllabus in flight training. And so I went in that, and I made 6 landings on her. And I thought that was okay. And they said, that's enough. Why? Don't you want to make any more? You know, some guys were making 8. I don't remember that why. But I remember that I got blackballed. You know.
You did?
Yeah. There were a number of things, but one guy I'm sure just didn't like me. He was the kind of the guy like in high school that wouldn't give me a final grade, you know. He just didn't like me for some reason. Anyhow, the guy told me, I was complaining about it, you know. I said, that's my whole idea of going through all the training. I wanted to be a fighter pilot in the Navy. And he said, John, look at it this way: you're going to live longer. You know, he said the mortality rate was high on those guys. He said you get there, the heavy stuff. He said you live a lot longer. Well, I couldn't argue about that. I thought that a moment. I thought, yeah, but I could just envision myself going down in flames. What the hell, you know? I was a kid, you know. I mean, still. I was all of 21, I guess, and